welcome back to the Stranger Tales podcast. If you are somehow new here, welcome and join the weirdos. I come on here and I talk about everything and anything, so don't be shy. Tell me some things you'd like to see me cover. Today is an ordinary day to be honest. I have a lot to talk about, but I feel like we are gonna get good progress. Um, Today we'll talk about Star Wars. I've watched a lot since the last time I've done this. I have to sneeze. Thank you to anybody who said bless me. Yes, I am keeping that in the recording. Um, what was I? Today we're talking about Star Wars. I've watched so much, so much, but I'm not going to talk about so much, which is really crazy. But yeah, we're going to talk about Star Wars, and then we're going to talk about some things that have been going in my life, like some things that's happening right now, and we're going to talk about music because yeah, yeah, I think I said that in the wrong order, but I don't think, as far as you know, I didn't. So let's just act like I didn't. Okay, does that make sense? Um, well, I mean, without further interruptions, let's start this strange talk, right? So, guys, Star Wars have been popping off ever since Clone Wars took flight. Star Wars have been everywhere. I mean, Star Wars is that girl. But yeah, okay, so let's start at Obi-Wan. Let's start at Obi-Wan Kenobi. The live action show, it was so good cuz that's my man. Yeah. But the first thing I wanted to talk about, the thing that struck me like really crazy at first was the Inquisitors. The Inquisitors were like they were like a really good entrance, like a really good entrance. I really like the dynamic of having no dynamic at all. The sister was just a very complicated character. She just was over it and she did what she had to do. But I think that her presence shows that you can use the dark side for good, but it's not gonna be easy and it's not gonna be some lightweight thing. Like, she used the dark side to fight Vader, which is an ultimately good thing. But at the same time, she also used the dark side and almost killed Luke, which is not a good thing. So like, there's some balance in there. There's some semblance of a fight or something like that. Oh, the next thing I want to talk about, the Jedi. In my opinion, the Jedi have fallen way beyond standards. Like, the only person I see as an actual Jedi is probably Ahsoka. Yeah, because although she's not a Jedi, like in like technological terms, she is holding more of those traditional things up. I mean, everybody saw in Clone Wars when she left. She knew like it wasn't what it was. Like, she knew that this was not really the Jedi way. At least that's what I feel like. It was really cool of her. Um, but in Obi Wan, a lot of the Jedi were either hopeful slash leaning on Obi Wan, or they were scared and running, or they turned into Inquisitors. It was just the Jedi and Obi Wan were very low key, hopeful. Like the dude in the beginning of Obi Wan that came to him and was like, "Oh my God, you're Obi Wan Kenobi, go fight." I didn't like how Obi Wan handled that dialogue, but I do get why he did it. He's on a mission, first of all, and second of all, he himself cannot beat everybody in the world and then fight Vader. And that leads us to our next bullet point. Obi-Wan versus Vader. Oh my God. The first time it happened, I was like, dang, Obi-Wan, you kind of got handled. But that was a weakened Obi-Wan, first of all. His connection to the Force was like, oh, it's kind of whack. It was, he was like loose leaf paper the first time. But that second time, when his connection to the Force was just like back to what it was, yeah, Vader took an L. I mean, like, he took a bad L, and I think that battle in itself was kind of symbolic of. Well, it was. I mean, it showed it in the show, but I felt it was even more than that. It was a little deeper than that to me. I don't know, but Obi-Wan, 10 out of 10 show. Everything about it was good. I can't believe they did that live action, and it looked stunning. The battles were good. It was pretty well rounded. I didn't get to see Ahsoka, sadly. Um, yeah, the characters were well rounded. It was pretty nice. It was a decent show. I can see why it got the hype it got. Um, and then next, I think next in the timeline was Star Wars Rebels. Rebels was. Whew, let's just start. Let's just start. Okay, so Rebels showed one thing definite, like a definite like one thing. It showed that Jedi Padawans after Order 66 were forced into being Jedi Knights. And although they're not dubbed as Jedi Knights, they have to fight like they are one, which is very difficult because not only did they complete their training yet, but they also they also don't have the connection to the Force at the same time. Like sometimes I don't know, it just they just got forced into knighthood, and it didn't seem cool at all. Um, Here we see Kanan and Ezra. Oh my god, I love Kanan so much. But at first, Kanan was like very, very. He was like the guy in the first part of Obi-Wan. That's why he was like kind of scared, but not scared of himself. You know what I mean? He was fighting, but he wasn't fighting as a Jedi. He was fighting as a rebel. You get what I mean? Um, Ezra was just a little snot-nosed child at the beginning, and he thought he had a snap, but they snapped him. They got him. They snatched him. But yeah, a lot of Jedi Padawans were just forced into knights, and it was interesting seeing the kid from the beginning of Bad Batch grow up to be such a good Jedi. Also, I got to see Ahsoka. Oh my god. She came in. I was like, oh my, her battle. Like, what's crazy to me is the fact that she went through like no training after she left, and she still can handle Inquisitors really good. Like she is really good at fighting them. Like they are not touching her. I was very surprised. I was very surprised at her being able to do something so cool and effortlessly, kind of like she pretty much handled that. I think she played a good part in teaching, guiding Kanan in a way of a Jedi. You know what I mean? She, in my opinion, had more experience than Kanan. Well, actually, that's objective because Ahsoka was in the Clone Wars and Kanan was at the end of the Clone Wars, but it's still experience. But Ahsoka has more. Um, Her guiding them and teaching the group like places to go and giving them tough missions too. I think that really helped their strength grow. Um, so midway, Kanan like dies or whatever. He like, God. By this time he dies, it hurts so bad. Kanan's death killed me. Like I did not like seeing that. No, 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 no. Not only. Oh my God. It just. Ugh. Ugh. Hurt. And then speaking of deaths, Ahsoka versus Vader. Ooh. Ahsoka versus Vader was like really crazy. Wow. First of all, if she didn't do what she did for the team, I think they could have fought each other to death. Like, I'm not saying she would win, but I'm saying that that place would crumble down before they finish fighting. So maybe Vader would live because in Obi-Wan he like kind of did some. No, that was Obi-Wan that did that. Never mind. Just kidding. Disregard that. Um, Maybe Vader would live somehow, but Ahsoka would absolutely she would fight to the end. Like she did fight to the end, and then she died. And then she died, and I was like so mad. I was crying big boy tears. I was sobbing the whole time. Um, but yeah, after she died, it just kind of like I just kind of got numb for a second. I was like, ah, but keep going, finish it, just finish it. So the whole story keeps going, and this is before Kanan's death. I forgot to mention, but after he dies, Ezra's on his own. His Kanan's girlfriend, what's her name? I can't remember her name. He has a kid by her and everything. What is her name? Well, whatever. She Hera, Hera is devastated, but she manages to pick herself up really well. Like that was very good of her. Um, Kanan and Ezra, Kanan and Hera's relationship was how I wanted, how I want Jedi to be moving forward. Um, I think they should embrace their emotions, but know how to separate them. Like the saying, you don't mix business and pleasure. Business as a Jedi, pleasure as in love. Um, I think they should do that. That would be really cool. It would be harder for them, but I think it would also make the Jedi as a whole grow into better people. Um, but after that, Ezra does some crazy stuff. I don't. Ezra must have a special ability because the things he's done in this series is kind of crazy. I mean, he kind of wielded the dark and the light side, and he kind of like I don't know went through time. I mean, anybody could have done that if they knew the code or whatever, but it was him. It was him. You get what I mean? Uh, what else? Oh, he went back and he went. Okay, I don't know how to explain this. I don't even know what this was. So if anybody wants to comment below and tell me like how exactly does that work and confirm some of my theories that I'm gonna come up with, please do. So Ezra goes in this place where there's like time and space everywhere. Like there's gates everywhere, and he can walk through them and pretty much do whatever he wants or do whatever Like I don't know. He goes through one of them where Ahsoka's fighting um Vader. Before she dies, he pulls her out and she lives. So apparently, from Ahsoka's words, apparently that you can only save people who won't mess up the timeline, which is right, it's fair. But this has me thinking, what's stopping a Jedi from warping space and like teleporting to planets? You know what I mean? Like a phase, like a force phase or something. You know what I mean? I mean, I feel like you would have to be born with that ability before you learn it. But if somebody's born with a time ability, actually, Cal from not Rebels, Fallen Order he's born with a time one. But if somebody has like a fourth phase, wouldn't that would be dangerous? Like, and if they're evil, oh my god. But yeah, that's my theory. Like, if somebody has those powers and they learn it, it'll be crazy. Um, Lastly, I'm just gonna give like a little general discussion about Rogue One. Rogue One was like it was good, but it just everybody died, and I was so over it. I was so over it. But on to the next topic. So I recently moved. I stay in a dorm now. It's very, very weird, very awkward, very weird, very weird. It's this campus is nice. I like walking. I've been walking like a lot lately. Um, it's okay. I have a new studio set up. If I did, how would y'all feel if I did like video too? I mean, I probably could set it up, but I'm just asking, how would y'all feel if I did video as well? I don't know. I've been thinking about it, but yeah, that's my move in life. I have a lot of stuff to do and a lot of stuff just everywhere. Just it's really just everywhere. I don't know what to do with it. It's fun. It's no, it's boring. I don't know anybody here really. But music. Doechii came out with She Her Black Bee. It's an EP. It's so good. Doechii put her foot in it. She already has songs on there that you might know, like Persuasive, and let me find it. Doechii is a great artist. I listen to a lot of her music, like religiously. It's really Doechii makes music for pretty people. Okay, pretty people who stay on the grind and probably smoke ganja. You might know Persuasive, Be I'm Nice from the EP. some songs you might know that's not from the EP is probably I don't know. There's a lot of Dutchy songs that I know, but I don't know which any of y'all would like or would know. Probably the spooky. I can't say that. Never mind. Never mind. Anyways, my favorite song is "Swamp Bees" by her. I mean, featuring Rico Nasty. This is a collab I needed desperately, very desperately. I needed it like with my whole body and soul. Body and soul. Okay, I'm not singing for real, but Swamp Bass has such good lyricism. Hold on, let me pull up these lyrics for you. Show you some stuff that I just loved. It just it's just so good. Okay, okay. Okay, just kidding, because there's a lot of cuss words and I don't want to cuss yet. Yeah. They're all explicit, by the way. This is explicit as crap. Like I think Rico said that. Rico said, "I will people like a new belt." First of all, it's a simile, and similes don't get hype enough. But this simile right here, like a new belt. First of all, don't talk about my childhood like that. I just like the aggression in that song. It's really really decent. It's really it's like giving Chef Kiss. Um, Speaking of like Chef Kiss, Renaissance by Beyonce came out as well. I should say Renaissance because I think she just ate it. She just, oh my god. First of all, let's get this out the way. I thought we were gonna have a good, like, a Christian song from Church Girl. No, baby. She said drop it. She said twerk it, throw it and reverse it. She said, she said if you're not on the dance floor shaking that behind, you can get behind the door. Okay? So, so I was just like, okay. My favorite song is Virgo's Groove. I'm biased, but it's delicious. I also like I'm that girl, and I like Alien Superstar because you know I'm too sexy for this world. When she did that little thing right there, that was so. Mm, it takes me to like Euphoria or whatever. Now I have a new artist that I would like y'all to get into as well. Um, it's Raven Lene. She has an album called Hypnos out. It came out this year, but I don't know when this year. The first song I heard was Venom, and Venom is so good. It's literally out of this world. Like you can't like. Oh my god, Venom was like it had me so like strong, so gone away. Her sound is so like her sound is like a snake that also knows how to sing like Erica Badu. What? It doesn't make sense, but it does. Like it was just so good. So yes, I will be checking out Hypnos by Raven Lene, and I think you should too. The last album we're gonna talk about before I eventually leave y'all is Las Ruinas by Rico Nasty. I told y'all I was ready for this album, and this album has become my anthem. It's got so many different sounds. It's got so much different hype. I love it so much. I'm waving my hands in the air because I love it that much. Like, oh my god. Okay, a lot of people hate Skullflower, but Skullflower is so good to me. I can't stop playing Skullflower. It's so good. Like, he tripping. He think I'm gonna chase him. Like first of all, like, and then I like the fact that it's like tender acid skull flower. Like okay, tender acid skull flower. It's like contrasting words put together. Like a flower is nice, but a skull is not. But if you have a skull flower, it's like oh my god, what? I don't know. I don't know. It's just so good. Like I geek out about this album. It's so good. And then I also like 105, 105. You know that little that little part thing. Oh my god, that hook is just like it's so good. The beat, the hook, the production, the lyricism. It's just so good. And then another single she dropped from the album, Black Punk. Oh my god, Black Punk is like Black Punk is something I would blast out of my car if I had one. I would blast it so loud that everybody and their mama would hate me. Like, you can't sing Black Punk and not think of being in a crowd full of people with black on, with black shades, with black phones, putting a flashlight around you so you can rap this to the loudest extreme you have. It's just that good. I mean, if you are a grunge lover, like a rock star feel, like pop pop rap dance kind of feel, Rico Nasty is that girl. Um, the albums they have are just like, they have genres on genres on genres. That girl cannot be put into a box, and I can honestly talk about this every day, all day of my life. Like, wow, she really put her toes, her legs. She, you know what? She put her legs and hips and body in that song. She really did. She did. Okay. Let me calm down. I'm getting a little too hype over here. But for real, that album I really would like y'all to check out, and I would like y'all to check out all of these albums and these projects and everything. But yes, comment down below who you like and who you would just like die on the hill for. Because for me personally, it's Rico Nasty, Beyonce, and SZA, and maybe Nicki Minaj. But like, my R&B queens have to be protected first of all. But yeah, anyways, comment what you would die on the hill for. Like, how do you feel about that? You know, wrap it up. You know, blow it up. Um, well, I guess it's time to go. I don't really today. I don't really feel like going. I don't feel like going nowhere. I started talking about Rico Nasty. Well, weirdos. What do you think about today's episode? I know I'm a little crazy today, but I hope it was good. I hope you like, comment, and hit that notification bell when you hit that subscribe, because you want to subscribe. Look, I give everybody kisses. It's all love here. But yeah, until next time, don't be a stranger. I can't stop thinking about Rico.